on number 1, under prepare agenda, do you think, and where it says, second from the last sentence, correspondence shall be mailed to board members and alternates by Thursday before Monday, should it be, say, mailed/delivered? Because in some cases, you're not mailing it, and if you're not here and we have somebody else that's very literal, they think they have to mail it. What do you think?
It's better to say mail than deliver. I have no qualms with delivering.
Well,
because-
delivered could be like you do, you put it on my mailbox.
Right, that's
Or
easy.
given.
I also deliver copies because when I go to the dump, I take the chair,
Yep.
his copy, and
Alan's copy.
Mr. French's
Alan,
copy.
yeah.
That leaves me 3 copies to mail, simply because I can't.
Right.
Yeah.
However, you're not on, you drop off the board for one reason and somebody else comes on. Cost to deliver copies?
Well, maybe deliver is the wrong word, mail or given. I'm just thinking if there is a way, like we do for some of us, it saves the town a little bit of money.
I was just gonna say, you can always go the cheaper route,
Yeah.
but at least this tells them,
Okay.
at the very least, they have to put it in the
All
mail.
right. And then, so I'll go with that. And then on the second page, number 6, this is just grammar. The last sentence, conservation is not a committee, we're a commission. If you could just fix that to say commission.
Oh, okay.
And that's it for me. Do you have?
I apologize for that.
No, that's okay.
I know, I have it somewhere.
Oh, I think it's on the top, isn't that right there? No?
Any other questions or changes on the administrative assistant's job description? You make a motion to adopt?
With that correction.
Yeah, with that
I
correction.
make a motion to adopt with that correction.
Okay. Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Good job.
Okay, as the chair, you have to decide which one of them seconded it.
Mr. Gibbs? Now, Jim has also done, which this was the hybrid.
You have a 2-page, and I have to give credit where credit was due. Diane Moran actually typed up the original. I then plagiarized it to fit your board.
The agenda, does everybody have that, the agenda wording for virtual participation? Has everybody had a chance to look at it?
Yeah, if I can just find where I put it. There it is.
But this might be what we want to wait to see what the AG's office tells us on our legal calls before we decide what we're doing.
The only reason I ask that you come up with some sort of decision, and it can be the no virtual participation right at the moment.
Right.
The next meeting, you have 2 scheduled public hearings.
Yep.
You have a couple of other things. That may be the last meeting that I'll be prepping you people
There'll be
for.
3 public meetings next month.
Actually, yes,
Yeah.
there's 3 public hearings at the
Okay.
next meeting.
Yeah.
I need some direction so that I post the legal ads and the abutter notices correctly. I mean, it was bad enough, I had a typo on the planning board ones. Instead of using the word if I used the word as. Don't ask me why, but it made sense reading
Okay.
until people went,
Right.
because it said, if there is no, because it was an escape clause.
Okay.
If there's no physical place to have the meeting.
Yes.
In case we went back into lockdown.
Yep.
Instead, I said, as there is no physical place.
Oh,
And it makes a big difference.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't spoil the abutter notice.
Right.
But it, linguistically, it made sense.
Yep.
So I just need to know, do you want me to plan next month on having limited virtual participation, participation without chat, participation with chat, or absolutely no virtual, it's 100% in person.
So, and again, I'm not, that's what you get for having me as an alternate, I'm just gonna talk. My personal feeling, right now, because we don't know what's gonna happen, and because your seat, I mean, I would love to, I'm speaking for me at least, I'd love you to stay, but let's say we don't know who's gonna be here. If we end up doing any kind of a Zoom anything, we've gotta have somebody there monitoring the TV.
You will have me here at the next meeting.
But I'm saying, if we
You're saying
ended
go
up...
forward.
Yeah, going forward, if we didn't know who was going to sit there, and they would have to be very multitasked at not only being able to take minutes, but answer the Zooms. I see how I have to do it now, and I think we'll be creating a nightmare for us. That's just my opinion. I think right now it should be,
For right now, I think we should go with.
Just
with
like it is.
No virtual participation.
I agree with Roger.
Just go fully.
I agree.
And I mean, this here is very good to have.
Yes.
In case, if sometime in the future,
Right.
we need to make some alterations.
Okay.
But I think for now, we can just go with in person.
I agree.
Fine.
I was gonna ask that you stick to either no virtual or limited, which limited means that you guys can basically Zoom in and talk. Anybody else that Zooms in, mute, the person
Right.
sitting here goes mute, 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 mute. They cannot unmute themselves once they've been muted
Right.
by here. That way, it's the board and then selected people are allowed to speak. The free range number 4 would be, I don't even want,
Just like you said, free
probably be
range.
sitting in the back room cowering.
Yep.
So.
No, I agree with
You
Roger.
don't need a motion if you plan on going with no virtual participation for the next meeting.
We do or we don't. What did you say?
You don't need a motion to stick with what you're doing now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Mr. Doggett asked members to inform them if they wish to have a town email address.
Yes.
Okay.
Have a what?
Does everybody want a town email address?
I have one.
I don't even know how to get on the system, so I'm going to say,
Mr. Hamill has one.
Yeah, every once in a while, some of the times you send stuff to either my Yahoo address, and sometimes you send it to the
I apologize. No, you're discovering the difference between it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday night and I'm at home and
There you go. Right.
I will tell you this, and don't let it influence anything. My tablet sort of melted down and had to be reset, so I lost everything. So I bought myself an updated tablet. I mean, it's been 5 years. The old tablet is now purely for planning board, and I've been using it for ZBA when I'm not here in the building, because everybody wants me to try to keep the hours separate. So if you got something that went to your personal account, Mr. Hamill, that's because I haven't changed it on the tablet yet. So you can sort of guess where it's coming from.
So it don't make a whole lot of difference.
But Ms. Moran downstairs has said, okay, you have a town account, Tricia's, sorry, Ms. McCarthy has had
That's okay.
a town account for quite some time. I believe you now have a town.
as far as I know, no, because I don't know how to even get on the email system for the town.
Okay.
So, you know,
But
That's
who,
why-
who would like one? It's a way of separating your personal device from from town. That way, we don't want to know what's going on in your personal life.
yep. Mr. Gibbs?
I just made up an account, so that's the only thing that gets used on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just leave it at that.
And I'm sure Alan's going to keep his just the way it is.
Yeah,
So,
You were on
Mr.
it?
Conley, would you
Mr.
like
Conley?
a?
I don't even know. about
Send it to me. I'll give you a new email address next time we get
It's
together.
just this stuff.
But keep it coming to the one you have right now.
Okay.
I'll just set up a separate
Check it, so that's bad.
personal email address that
Well,
goes right to.
the town will supply you a.
No, I want
supposedly-
one so
mean
that
that,
I can
Mr.
do it on my
McCarty.
device. It just comes right in. I'll set up a separate one so it comes in.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to stay right now as I am in my own home until I figure out how
Ms.
to use
Moran
it.
just,
Okay,
no,
yep, that's correct, okay.
we left her kind of high and dry.
Okay, all right, I have a couple of things that are not on here. I was thinking we might give Tom a gift card or something with a nice little note to say thank you for your 30-something years. Does anybody have a problem with that?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
You're still on air, so you might want to discuss that after.
Okay, all right, okay. All right.
Turn the lights off.
Excuse me?
You turned the light off.
Oh,
So we're going
I
to,
don't know if we're on air or not, but the light is off.
okay. Someone would like to make a motion and move to non-public.
Second.
Okay.
you just make the motion?
No, somebody else did.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yep. All those in favor?
Aye.
Need a roll call.
Actually, we have to do a roll call.
A roll
Who
call.
seconded?
Okay,
Me.
Okay.
okay, a roll call, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, this isn't Sotheby's where that's a bid, up $100,000 on the painting, and that's a bid for 200. Mr. Gibbs? Mr. French?
Aye.
Mr. Hamel?
All right,
Mr. Conley?
Aye.
Mr. Kozak?
Aye.
should we
Mr. Co-
announce that when we come back, we will only vote we may vote to seal the minutes and
He
nothing?
has a little something that he'll be reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is unanimous.
Yes, yeah.
The doc print.
Invite the alternates to attend a non-public session and declare that only action to be taken after the non-public sessions would be possible, seal the minutes and adjourn. The board entered non-public at, is he
8:50.
8:50?
Actually, it's 8:52.
Okay.